Senator, how are you?
Good. I saw that last segment. I thought maybe that would liven everything up for me. We don't want to get into that. That wouldn't be a thing to do.
Well, next time I'll make sure it's in the gift bag for everybody.
Maybe just the cookies.
Just the cookies. Sure. So let me start with you. 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, you are approached to chair a committee with Erskine Bowles that is going to set up a deficit reduction plan or a debt plan for the country. And you come out with your plan, you study it, you're very diligent. Everybody hates it within 24 hours. The Democrats say it's too austere. The Republicans say you're raising taxes too much. 2 years later, as we stand on the precipice of a cliff, suddenly this plan is seen as the most reasonable thing in town, and people are coming to you to find out your sage advice. What happened in those 2 years?
Well, the people woke up. I think young people are waking up. You can't do this. You can't tax your way out of this hole. You can't grow your way out of this hole. We had every economist said you could have double-digit growth for 20 years, and you can't grow your way out of this hole. You can't cut spending your way out of this hole. Everything we did and said, and we got 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans, and a range from Dick Durbin of Illinois, great progressive Democrat, and Copeland of Oklahoma, progressive conservative, and 5 Dems, 5 Republicans, 1 independent. That's a supermajority. And for God's sake, the reason we were so successful is that we effectively pissed off everybody in America.
Congratulations, sir. Kudos. Kudos to you. So now, as you watch these competing plans, you watch the president has submitted his opening offer, which has been derided by the House Republicans as an ode to Lenin. The Republicans have presented their plan, which is, to my eyes, steeper than the fiscal cliff we're about to fall off of. Where does the Simpson-Bowles recommendation stand, and are they coming to you now and saying, oh, we forgot, you guys studied this, what do you think?
Well, we studied it for 8 months, and it was tough. It took us 3 months to establish trust. These guys don't trust each other. They don't even trust each other in their own party. You got leaders who are people behind them with a shiv, hoping they can get their job the next go-around. Poor old Durbin's got somebody looking over his back because he voted for this package. Mm-hmm. Every time they deal, and over in the Republicans, Boehmer's got to go to work and come back, and there's 70 of them left, the Tea Party guys. These are guys who went to Congress not to limit government, but to stop it. So what are you going to do? And so here we have this plan. Everybody says, I love the framework. I just love.
Always love a good framework. Everybody loves a good framework.
And then they'll say, now, what did you do with home mortgage interest deduction? Boy, that's terrible. It'll be the end of home ownership. I said, look, we don't think you need $1 million of home mortgage interest deduction. We'll take it down to $500,000, and then we'll give you a 12.5% non-refundable tax credit, and that helps the little guy. If everybody would really do something for the little guy instead of talking about the little guy, we might make it.
Little guy might get bigger.
Might get bigger.
Here's a little. There's so much talk, and even in Simpson-Bowles, there's a lot of talk about corporate tax rates and lowering them and making them more competitive. In my eye, corporations have had, over these last 20 years, the run of the place. They have, if you look at it factually, corporate profits are at an all-time all-time high.
You're high,
that was a Freudian slip of
you're high,
proportions. Corporations are all-time hoes. No, but their profits are at an all-time high. Worker wages have stagnated even as productivity has gone up. So I guess I'm confused as to why we are chasing their favor when they seem to have had such a good run over these past 20 or 30 years.
Yeah, well, our corporate tax rate is the highest in the world. And so...
But not actually.
Well, 36% is where we're at. What we did, we took away all of these tax expenditures, all of these deductions, all of this stuff. This is just earmarks by any other name, and it's spending by any name, and it's $1,100,000,000,000 a year. And only 20% of the American people use 80% of the stuff in that tax code. Does that give you the wake-up call of who's dimmying the system?
Right.
Okay.
But see, that brings up an
And
interesting...
so we got rid of all of that,
Mhm.
and we say now give the American people from 0 to 70 grand, they pay 8%. From 70 grand to 210,000, they pay 14. Everything over that, 23. Take the corporate rate to 26 from 36, and not tax them twice when they bring it back. And when they bring it back, the Democrats, as Erskine says, a Democrat, the Democrats will say, well, they'll just use it for dividends and to buy stock. And he said, well, hell, at least they'll be using it in the United States of America instead of sticking it over there and leaving it.
Right. Although they could also just use it for bonuses or to send
Well,
it
yeah,
over.
they'll do
Although
all
between
that.
you and I,
Yeah.
to be perfectly frank, and you're a Republican, between you and me, they really are the crazy people in this one. Like, are they not?
No, the AARP are the crazy people.
Oh, okay. Don't say that because I just joined. Can you stick around a little bit? All right, we're going to stick around a little bit. We're going to talk more with Senator